Welcome back to the Christian Sports Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be covering the NBA playoffs from May 11th through May 18th, 2026. And now we are officially know the final four teams left standing. The conference finals are here. We've got sweeps, blowout, young superstars, defensive masterclass, and teams fighting for the NBA finals. Let's break down every single playoff series. But first, editor, roll it. First, in the Western Conference Finals, we have the number one seed Oklahoma City Thunder versus the number 2 seed San Antonio Spurs. The series began on May 18th today. OKC is favored by 6.5 points. Young stars everywhere, the fastest team versus the best defense. This feels like the NBA's future is completely on the line. Now the Eastern Conference Finals, the 4-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers versus the 3-seeded New York Knicks. The series begins on May 19th tomorrow. It's going to be Wednesday. Knicks favored by 7.5 points in Madison Square Garden. Playoff energy will be absolutely insane. This series is toughness versus toughness. And it's the game of the last 7 days. The San Antonio Spurs versus the Minnesota Timberwolves game 6. The finals was 139 to 109. Why this game was the game of the week? This was a statement game. The Spurs didn't just win, they completely took over. The Spurs dominated the half-court offense, ball movement, rim protection, and shot quality. The key stat was San Antonio's offensive efficiency exploded in transition and hit corner threes when it mattered the most. My fun take is it looks like the Spurs have unlocked every single badge in 2K. This is the player of the last 7 days. Number 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why? Because he swept the Lakers with elite clutch scoring and the best playoff pace control with elite advanced metrics like elite true shooting, top playoff offensive rating, and low turnover percentage. He is playing like the MVP of the playoffs. Number 2, Victor Wembanyama. Why? Because he dominated Game 6 with elite rim protection and is a defensive nightmare. The key analytics from him is opponents struggle heavily in the paint when he is on the floor. Already one of the best defenders alive. Don't forget, he did indeed win Defensive Player of the Year. Number 3, the last person is Jalen Brunson. Why? Because he led the Knicks offense, the elite playoff shot creation, and the MSG crowd feeding off of his energy. My fun thing about Brunson is every Brunson bucket feels like louder in New York. And this is the Western Conference breakdown. The Thunder versus the Lakers, 4-0 sweep. Oklahoma City Thunder win. This wasn't just a sweep. The Thunder announced themselves as the title's favorite, while Oklahoma City dominated because of the pace, the ball movement, and defensive switching with their younger legs. The key metric was the Oklahoma City dominated transition scoring in every single series they've been in so far. The Thunder played like they were completely fast forwarding the game. The Spurs versus the Timberwolves. Spurs win 4-2. Minnesota fought hard, but San Antonio execution won the series. The Spurs' strengths were defensive IQ, rim protection, and half-court offense with smart rotations. And the Wolves' strength was transition offense with the athleticism and Anthony Edwards scoring. Don't forget about Ayo Dosunmu. He was absolutely cooking. The key advanced metric was San Antonio dominated the half-court defensive efficiency that won them the series. My take is Wembanyama looked like he was guarding the whole entire court by himself. And now it is a Western Conference Finals preview. Thunder versus Spurs. Biggest storyline is SGA versus Wemby. Thunder strength, pace, shot creation, and perimeter defense. The Spurs strength, rim protection, half-court execution, and defensive discipline. My prediction: this series can go 7 games. Might be an all-time playoff rivalry. And now going to the Cleveland Cavaliers versus Detroit Pistons. Cavs win 4-3. Final game, Cavs 125, Pistons 94. My analysis: the Cleveland Cavaliers completely controlled Game 7. Why Cleveland won? Better spacing, better shot creation, elite defense late. The key stat was the Cavs dominated the fourth quarter efficiency. My take from that is Detroit looked exhausted by the end of the series. The New York Knicks versus the 76ers blew them both out of the water. 4-0 sweep. The Knicks offense became unstoppable while they dominated because of transition offense, crowd energy, and ball movement with shot making. My fun take is MSG sounded louder than the jet engine. Knicks versus Cavs, the final preview. Knicks strength, pace, crowd momentum. The Cavs strength, defensive versatility, physicality, balance, scoring. My prediction: this game will go 6 or 7 games easily. The biggest trends: young stars are taking over. The pace is dominating slower teams. Transition offense matter more in the playoffs. Defensive versatility wins championship. The Bible scripture of the week is Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Pressure reveals leadership. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Been the Christian Sports Podcast. I'm out.